Boss Globe will be there, you know. So they're going to be there for those occasions. Them.
I wish I had a chance to meet Trinity. I love Naomi.
Price, it's a little more decent than Sasha's price, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think she might, you know, might charge it more, you know.
Okay, we are live on the air on YouTube.
But it'll be worth it meeting her.
Yeah, we're live on the air on YouTube. What's up, people?
YouTube.
MTG Gaming, along with Jose the Ocho. What's up, everybody? Is everyone doing good out?
WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, well, they can't see you on 3 while we're talking and I'm playing. So, yep, that's how we're going to do it.
Cool.
So, let's start off with this.
As long as they can hear us.
Yeah, as long as they can hear us. But here's one topic I want to get into.
Okay.
Seems like Cody is gonna beat.
go ahead.
Seems like Cody is gonna beat Roman because you heard that you heard that Roman wants to take time off. But here's the thing: what I have with that. Here's the thing that I have with that.
I gotta hear you.
But when though? They didn't say when he's gonna take the vacation off. They didn't say when.
Well, here's the thing. This is what you're hearing, but in general, unfortunately, it's not to confirm. To say that Roman's going to take time off or he's going to lose these belts or anything.
Yeah, it's not too confirmed. Yeah.
The whole rumor thing, it's kind of like really hot potatoing that that Roman's going to lose these belts or Roman's going to still continue holding on to it to make it to, you know, the 1,000 days.
Yeah.
And top it up to continue the story. I mean, I'm observing, you know, Roman and Cody. These guys are not that hyped up to finish the story. No. It feels like the way they're reacting, they want to continue the story. But the smart marks and these knucklehead podcasters are the ones that are pushing it and saying that Cody's going to take it all, you know.
Yeah. Brian is.
That's what I'm seeing. But I'm just sitting back because nothing is too confirmed yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been hearing the comments from Brian, and I've been hearing from Chris. I think Chris takes our size more than anything.
Yeah.
But the majority of the podcasters, they're sticking to their guns with Roman. And if Cody takes it, they're not going to feel him. Now, people need to understand, nobody has nothing against Cody, and neither do I.
No, I don't either.
It's not the right time right now. If he wins, then what?
Exactly.
Is he going to leave it like Roman? Is he going to keep it for another 2 years?
I don't think.
For 2?
No, I don't think Cody Rhodes can carry WWE just like Roman can. And second,
that's what people are talking about.
Yeah, that's people. No, actually, people are not talking about that. Like they're not looking at that.
Like
they're just they're just looking forward to see him win. And there's some people that don't like Roman Reigns and they want to see him lose so badly. You know?
There was the story, yeah.
Yeah, and they need to understand that not everyone can carry the company. And Cody Rhodes is not the right guy to do it. I love Cody, mid-card for life. He's a great wrestler, but I don't think he can carry the company.
And I do agree with it. And it's too soon and not the right time for Cody to defeat Roman for all belts and winner takes all. People just got to understand in the beginning, Cody was just the alternate when The Rock declined this main event.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
And remember,
Cody's just the alternative.
Yeah, and I will say this. When the night that if Cody Rhodes does beat Roman, I'm not saying people that it's not going to happen. I'm saying that if it possibly happens, we'll see how the viewership is in the next few weeks for both Raw and SmackDown. Yeah. And we're going to see how I want to see it. Yeah, I want to see how.
Do you expect a mixed reaction, Mike?
Probably,
like, you know,
yeah.
Silent crowd, the needle dropping, cricket. things like that. You know what I mean? I mean, there's another word for it, but I'm trying to come up with it. But
yeah,
I can come up with that. You know.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I don't think it matters that he's selling more merchandise than the Bloodline.
No, definitely
sometimes
not.
I feel like that doesn't mean anything.
Well, it kind of does. It does in a way, but
yeah,
still, I don't know.
I mean, but that's a marketing, you know, in a business, honestly.
Yeah, it is. And what about the Usos? Do you really think that the Usos are going to lose the tag titles to Sami and Kevin Owens?
I don't think so, because you don't have a tag team right now. But honestly, I just feel like Sami and Kevin, I think they still want to continue the story. They're not really that hyped up to finish the story right now. I mean, even though the people are pushing they're the favorites, but I don't think this is not the time to finish the story.
No.
This story got too hot. You know, Kevin Owens just reconsidered it. You know, it's not the time right now. And don't be surprised about this, Miguel. Really, Vince McMahon, in general, he's not too invested in KO.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Let's not.
And remember this.
Let's not forget.
And remember this. When they put the title on him back in 2017, that is the worst decision ever to put the world title on Kevin Owens, the Universal title. Remember that? That was the worst decision ever. And look what happened. He sucked. He didn't look believable as a champion. I don't know what Vince was thinking.
And another thing, let's not forget the match that he had at WrestleMania. I forgot which WrestleMania. I don't know if it was 33, 34 against Chris Jericho for the United States belt.
33.
And Kevin went up 23. Yeah. Kevin went up to Vince McMahon in Gorilla, and he asked him if he was cool about it, and Vince McMahon said he was not cool about it. So, do you remember that clip
about
too?
The match, or about him winning the belt?
Winning the U.S. belt. And he asked him, are you cool, Mr. McMahon? And Vince said, no, I ain't cool about it. So what does that tell you? Is Vince invested in KO?
No. I mean, that's the first time I ever heard that. That's the very first time I ever heard that.
Yeah, find a clip after that WrestleMania when he defeated Jericho for the United States belt. And he went to go see Vince in Gorilla and asked him if he was cool with the match, and he said that Vince was not cool about it.
Wow.
So don't forget that clip too.
Yeah, I'll check that one out. And and yes, and when Kevin Owens is Universal Champion, the only thing I can remember from his Universal title run is getting beat by Goldberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only thing. It just went lost in the shuffle, you know. I mean, in this part, they're lucky that Kevin Owens got the Universal belt.
Yeah.
Because at that time, the Universal belt had no importance. Even Joey Styles was out there like having mixed feelings about the belt, and then he got fired from the company because he gave his opinion about how he felt about the belt, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And remember, he got thrown out, you know, for that one.
Yep.
So this is just like telling me, okay, he's not invested in KO.
Nope.
And Sami is just too popular right now.
Yeah,
that's all I can say about Sami. I feel like maybe Sami can be popular with or without a belt. That's the way I see him.
Agreed with that. Sami is more popular than KO. Way more popular than KO. And
yeah. And he doesn't need a belt.
No, he doesn't, but I would love to see him to win the Intercontinental Champion. Or U.S. title.
Oh, yeah, I don't mind him being championship. But I feel like he's carried himself with or without a championship.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's funny. The guy's entertaining.
Yeah, he is entertaining.
The guy's putting up some matches, you know.
Yeah, he is.
You know.
I like Sami Zayn.
So, I mean, if Piper can do it, you know, Piper can do it, so people can him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But, I'm just sitting back with this main event with the Bloodlines storylines. I don't want the Bloodline losing at WrestleMania, and I don't think it's the time for Bloodline to finish up. This story's not going to have an ending, and I can't wait for the reaction of the fans. How they're going to take this.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know.
Yeah, I don't want the Bloodline to stop. And no offense to Cody. I mean, Cody's a great wrestler.
It's not official.
Yeah, but it's not official. Well, when did they But the question I have for all these people out there that they're thinking that Cody Rhodes is gonna win, all because Roman is gonna take time off and take a vacation, but they did not say when he's gonna do it.
Yep. Shit, not even Meltzer confirmed it, Mike.
Yeah,
not even Meltzer confirmed this.
Yeah, Meltzer
even though he did not confirm anything.
Yep.
I mean, he's not the perfect guy in the world, but come on, he hasn't confirmed anything either.
Nope. And here's another thing I want to ask. Oh well, here's another thing I also want to say as well. If Cody wins at WrestleMania, do you think they're gonna book him to beat Roman fair and square? Nope. You know why?
No.
Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Jey Uso could possibly turn on Roman
and another thing
help
is,
Cody win.
you know, here's one thing. You're right. Yeah. Here's one thing. Let's not forget this too, Mike. He's booked for a go-home show at Raw against Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa cannot lose. They're protecting him.
Well, if he's gonna if he is gonna pin Solo Sikoa, it won't hurt for Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn to distract Solo Sikoa. I mean, it won't hurt if Cody beats him unfairly, you know? It's kind of like...
Well, if it's a DQ or some kind of a count-out, I'm cool with that because at least you didn't pin him.
Yeah.
Right?
Or that too. I think it should end by a disqualification. Probably the Bloodline is going to come out and jump Cody, and Roman is going to do a Superman punch and the spear and then raise both titles up while Cody's on the ground.
So that's going to continue to keep Solo over, you know. Yeah. But I just don't want him to get pinned right now. I'm observing it that they feel very invested in him, Miguel.
Hell yeah, dude.
What do you think?
Solo Sikoa is the future. And I think that Solo Sikoa and Braun Breaker are the next biggest rivalry in WWE. I think Braun Breaker is going to be the next top babyface, and Solo is going to be the best top heel.
Yeah, you got to protect Solo Sikoa, and then Braun Breaker on the way, and then plus, you know, another future. You have Austin Theory.
Hey,
now here's let's go for Austin Theory and John Cena. I read about that John Cena and Austin Theory are gonna guys are gonna jumpstart it.
Yeah, I did.
Do you think
that too?
Well, I know the reason about John Cena with his movie booking. Would it make sense to main event that match with him and John Cena just to try to put Austin Theory over, and then Austin Theory, if he wins, he can just capitalize and say, I defeated John Cena, because it didn't do any favors to Kevin Owens and AJ Styles when they said, I defeated John Cena, and then probably Vince McMahon said, shut the fuck up, I'm not invested in you.
Yeah.
But if it's Austin Theory, Vince McMahon is going to protect this guy.
Well,
what do you think?
The only difference is that Kevin Owens beat John Cena on Raw. I don't think he ever beat him at a pay-per-view. Did he beat him at a pay-per-view? In a main event pay-per-view?
No.
Okay,
it was just that Raw.
Yeah, and it wouldn't matter if it's in the main event as long as it's the right guy to beat John Cena, and that right guy is Austin Theory. But when they had Kevin Owens beat John Cena, I didn't agree with that at all. Because I never liked it, Kevin Owens.
Nobody did.
Like, I do not
Only the indie darling.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like Kevin Owens.
Only the indie darlings. And then they tried with AJ, and then it just got forgotten.
Yeah, and well, I love AJ Styles. I mean, I like him way better than
AJ too.
I like him way better than Kevin Owens. And AJ Styles, well, I disagree about the AJ Styles part, because if that was the case, they would have never made him WWE champion. Because I think Vince was invested in him, but I think
Vince, remember?
Yeah, and I think Vince was more invested in Roman Reigns, even when the fans were booing Roman Reigns. I think Vince always loved Roman Reigns.
Well, because he felt like there was something in Roman, but I think Vince McMahon shot himself in the foot, accelerating him to put him as a babyface, which he could have done the whole heel thing. I just can't believe it took 6 years to build him up at that level, you know?
Yeah, and what you call, the reason why Vince likes him, because he has charisma, which Roman Reigns does have charisma. Like Roman
And as a
Reigns,
heel, he's so damn good, man. Remember the Shield? He was a good heel with the Shield. You know.
yes, and Roman Reigns can top all these indie darlings like Kevin Owens and Cesaro and all these people that all these smart marks, these indie marks want to be pushed. Besides Roman, Roman can outshine all of them, and he did.
Yeah. And then the point is, this is something what RVD said of his experience in WWE, because you know he's very hardcore and he's a little indie guy too as well.
Mm-hmm.
He said to be in WWE, you need to be the face of the company. If the boss is invested in you.
Well,
That's all he's definitely experienced it. Because he knows he was getting pushed by Vince McMahon, because it felt like Vince had a hard on an RVD because he felt like the look, he had the John Claude Van Damme look or something.
yep.
But he did experience the pressure, and he says being in WWE, you need to be the face of the company.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And a lot of indie fans don't get
understand that.
about
And
WWE.
everyone thinks that, and everyone, you know what? Anytime an indie person always tells me, "Well, if it wasn't for the indies, there would be no WWE." No, if it wasn't for no WWE, there would be no indies. You think all those indie companies want to be at the same level as WWE, selling out big outsold arenas and everything? You think no indie company wants to do that? Of course they do, and they're not majority of them, like 98% of them, do not do that. The only two companies that went on TV and became somewhat of a mainstream was TNA and ECW.
Yeah.
Well, WCW was already a big company because they had a billionaire run it, so WCW was already at that level.
Like Ted Turner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So WCW was already at that level. And only those three that's crazy. There's a lot of indie companies and only 3 of those companies ever made it to TV.
Yep. And look at Impact now. I mean, it's small, but I really hate when the smart marks really, especially like idiots like JD from New York, end up bashing down Impact. But, you know, Impact has good bookings and they have stories and there's less drama on it. You know, they know how to make their stories.
Yeah, we got a comment here. Gagan Fa.
Go for it.
Hi. Oh, what's up, Gagan? I hope I pronounced that right. How you doing, man? We're just here talking about some WWE. I hope you're a WWE fan, and this is the channel for you. So keep going, Jose.
Yeah, we're still talking about our WrestleMania predictions, but we left out with Impact, that bookings, and I look at the talents, they're very comfortable being themselves. I mean, look at Bully Ray, man. That guy is so damn over, dude. I mean, here's the thing. Impact has Bully Ray, WWE has Austin Theory, and AEW has MJF, dude.
Yeah, and
what more can you say?
Well, I also like Moose from Impact Wrestling. I also like Eddie Edwards. I also like I like Jordan Grace. Taya Valkyrie's not there anymore. I would have said Taya Valkyrie. I like Rosemary. I like Tommy Dreamer.
Mickey James is over. I think he's the face of the company there.
Yeah, and who else do I like from Impact? Well, most of the old school guys are not even.
The Puerto Rican athlete, the one I remember, she came for the meet and greet.
Which one?
Tasha Steelz.
I've never seen her wrestle.
Hero Hogan's, I think, former tag team partner or kind of like former crew or something.
Yeah, and
she's very good in the knockout division.
Yeah, who else is good in the knockouts? Who else is good in Impact? Hold on, let me go to their roster.
Josh Allen is good.
Josh Allen?
Not Josh Allen. What's his name?
Not a
champion.
Not a fan of Josh Alexander.
Alexander, there you go.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him. Is his title run good?
Pushing him so time. Remember when he went against Christian Cage for the Forbidden Door? I don't know if that was the right way to push him, because if it was Canadian-wise or something, I don't know.
Okay.
But
I'm on the Impact Wrestling roster here. Let me tell you the ones that I like and ones that I don't like.
Yeah.
Okay. Ace Austin, I like him. He's a good wrestler.
Yeah.
Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin. Oh, I love those guys. Motor City Machine Guns.
Oh, they're hardcore Impact from TNA.
Yeah.
They're lifers in Impact.
Absolutely.
Christopher Daniels is still there.
I think so. I think so. Yeah, and
I heard they signed a fifth.
I also like Black Taurus because I've seen him in AAA.
Yeah.
And I also like
Of course.
Brian Myers, aka Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah.
Not as a wrestler, more as a person because he did the Wrestling Major Figure podcast. Like I like that podcast where he talks about figures. Let's see. I like Sammy Callahan. I like Chris Bay. I like Chris Sabin, of course.
You know, Steve Cutler's improving, but he doesn't go there by Steve Cutler. He goes by Steve something. You know the husband of Perazo?
No, I do
I don't know
not.
if you see the list. Well, right now, he's the one that's getting the push for the Impact Champion.
Oh.
But at WWE and NXT, he was Steve Cutler from the Forgotten Sons.
Yeah. Okay. Crazy Steve, he's okay. I liked that tag team with him and Abyss.
Oh, yeah. Rio.
Cody Deaner. Wow, he's still there? Bro, he was there since TNA in 2009, and he worked his way up and then came back to Impact. Let's see.
And then Shark Boy, he's there like a come and go guy, so I don't think he's really official Impact, but they always give him like a forbidden door, you know, Shark Boy?
Yeah, Shark Boy. Give me a shell, yeah.
Hell yeah. I wanted him to be in WWE so Steve and Shark Boy can definitely, collide or have Shark Boy get a stunt, man.
Mm-hmm.
But he's right now doing Memphis right now, Shark Boy, so he's kind of like just floating around, you know?
Yeah. Decay? I can't remember who that is.
DK with Crazy Steve, Abyss, and forget the name
Rosemary.
of Rosemary, yeah. That was the name of the crew, DK.
Yeah.
And then they defeated the Broken Hardys.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. They beat the Hardys.
Or I forgot what pay-per-view it was, but DK defeated the Broken Hardys at that event.
Yeah.
Which Queen Rebecca was part of that mixed tag team match.
Yeah. Let's see here. Jessica Havoc, she's okay. Rosemary, love her. Deanna Purrazzo, she's good.
Yeah.
Dirty Dango, he's alright. I never watched him in Impact.
No, it's not a trademark. Don't mention his name. that sucks that you couldn't find that clip, dude.
I couldn't find it.
Really?
Mhm. Let's see.
I know you would have your kicks on that kick.
Yeah, I would have. And let's see who else we got here. Eddie Edwards, he's good. Frankie Kazarian, TNA legend, TNA original. Gail Kim, legend, Hall of Famer for Impact, TNA. Let's see, Gia Miller, don't know who that is.
We should go back to Impact because I hear his contract's expiring.
I think so. I think they're gonna release him.
He's not doing anything.
They're gonna release him.
WWE.
Yeah, they're gonna release him.
I don't think he cares either, man.
No, I don't think
he invest in him.
No.
Might as well get the fuck out.
Yeah, go back.
Besides, I think Ziggler had a handshake deal, dude.
Yeah. Let's see, Giselle.
Might as well let him go.
Yeah, I agree. Giselle Shaw. Don't get me started about him.
That's weird.
Don't get me started about him.
Tell me about it.
Heath, aka Heath Slater. I never watched him in Impact. Jack Price, don't know who that is. Jai Vidal, don't know who that is.
Slater and Rhino are doing pretty well.
I like Rhino.
Slater and Rhino.
Yeah, I like Rhino.
And they know how to work together, Slater and Rhino. Remember they were SmackDown Tag Team Champions in the past.
Yeah, they were.
In SmackDown.
And I think they won Impact Tag titles, right?
Yeah, they did.
Okay,
I mean, they're just so over at Impact.
Yeah. Jason Hotch, I don't know who that is. Joe Doring, don't know who that is. Joe Henry, I don't know who that is. Johnny Bravo, don't know who that is. John Schuyler, don't know who that is, but he looks familiar. Johnny Swinger, he's alright. Jonathan.
And then EC3 just comes and goes.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Which I have no idea. I don't know.
Jonathan Grisham.
And then, of course, you have Aiden English as the announcer.
Yeah, Jonathan Grisham.
He's just an announcer, you know, Aiden English.
Yeah, he's an announcer.
Oh, yeah, what's the name of the announcer?
Yeah.
And then Josh Matthews is still there.
Yeah,
Josh
I see
Matthews is
him.
still there, you know?
Yeah, I see him here on the roster. Jonathan Grisham, boring. Jordan Grace, she's okay. Josh Alexander, boring. Josh Matthews, he's an okay commentator.
Yeah, there you go.
Kenny King.
I think he's going to relinquish the belt after what happened in Sacrifice.
Yeah. Kenny King, he's alright. I've been watching him since TNA days as well. Kevin Knight, I don't know who that is.
Maybe this is Moose's opportunity.
Yeah. Killer Kelly, I don't know who that is. Kylie King, I only saw a little bit of her fights. Is that Connor from the Ascension? He's an Impact? Wait, Kushida?
Like I said,
Kushida's an Impact?
You know, I think Mia Yim should not have left the Impact for her to go to WWE because they are not doing anything with her in WWE.
Well, think about it. She can't entertain or cut a promo, but she's a really good in-ring worker, but...
No, she is good.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, let's put it this way with Triple H. I can appreciate what he did,
Yeah.
but I just felt like he shot himself in the foot rehiring all these people.
Agreed.
Because now they have to make the decision that nothing personal. You gotta know who you're invested with.
Yeah. Before we get to that topic, let me just finish off the roster here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kushida, I didn't know he was an Impact.
Yeah.
Laredo Kid. Oh, he's good. I've seen him in AAA. He's actually a really good wrestler. I don't know who Masha Slamovich is. I don't know who that is.
Never heard of him. I seen him, but never heard of him.
There's Aiden English. And there's Mickey James. She's a legend, of course. I met her last year in Dallas. She's awesome. Okay. Mike Bailey. I've seen a little bit of him, but I find him boring.
Yeah.
And the best guy that Impact has right now is Moose. I see him right here.
Still the face of the company.
Yep.
And a good heel.
Yeah, he's really good. I like Moose.
I would not picture him as a babyface. I would keep him heel.
Yeah, I would keep him heel. PCO, aka one of the half of the Quebecers. PCO is half of the Quebecers.
Yeah.
God, he's still wrestling? This guy's a legend. He should not be wrestling. But I think him and Jacques Rougeau should go in the Hall of Fame as the Quebecers.
Yeah. They haven't picked a tag team yet.
Yeah.
But I heard that Stacy Keibler, instead of Victoria getting it, which I know a lot of people in LA got pissed, they're giving it to Stacy Keibler instead.
I don't mind that. I like Stacy Keibler, but anyway.
I mean, I like Stacy too, but they just wanted to do somebody from LA like the way you did Mysterio, and then you put Victoria, but
yeah.
Fuck it. But anyway, keep the list going.
Okay.
Is that it?
Rhino, legend, love Rhino. I like Rich Swann. He's awesome. I like Rich Swann.
Oh yeah, he's been so over, dude. Especially on Forbidden Door and Beyond, you know.
Yeah. Santino Marella. Well, I never really watched him in Impact.
Funny, dude. He's just entertaining, dude.
Yeah, you've been telling me.
He's entertaining. He's now the authority. He's like, I'm the authority.
Yeah. Scott D'Amore. He's the guy that runs the show, Scott D'Amore. Bro, he's been there for years as well.
Yeah, he came back yesterday. You saw him with the Canadian drive yesterday?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes.
That was awesome. Yeah, Scott D'Amore.
You know, I thought they banned that maneuver, but he knew how to scout it pretty well, you know?
Well, they only banned that maneuver in WWE. They didn't ban it in any other wrestling promotion.
Oh, so they can use it in Impact, right?
Yes, or AEW. Okay.
AEW, okay.
Alright, Shira, I don't know who that is. Shogun, I don't know who that is. Steve McClan, don't know who that is. Oh, Su Yung is still there. I like Su Yung. Tasha Steelz, never seen her wrestle. Oh, and Taylor Wilde came back. She's a TNA original, bro. I was so happy to see her back. I thought she would never come back, and I thought she was the most forgotten TNA wrestler ever, but no, I'm glad she's back. Let's see.
And of course, Gail Kim is your hardcore Impact TNA.
Yeah.
She ain't going back to WWE, and she's been very committed to that. She's never broke that promise, dude.
Oh, there's Tom.
She's Impact for life.
Yeah, and I see Tom Phillips. Yep, he's a good commentator. Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, he's doing so well in English.
Yeah, let's see. Trey Miguel, I heard some stuff about him. Yuya Yamura, don't know who that is. And the last person, Zicky Dice. I don't know who that is. Well, that's my opinion of the whole Impact roster. So I guess we can get back on the next topic you were telling me about Triple H hiring back all this talent.
Yeah, what do you think about that? I mean, he has to make that decision after WrestleMania who he's going to release. I mean, the most we talked about was Hit Row. They'll probably be the first in the list.
I keep telling Brian, the releases is going to happen. Triple H is going to have to release people. Sending them back down to NXT is not going to be good for them. Even if you send them back down to NXT.
And NXT has not been the same.
Yeah. I keep telling them it's not gonna happen. People are gonna get released. You're gonna have to release people. Bro, he's just being way too nice to these wrestlers. No, it's not about being nice. You have to do stuff business wise. You might find somebody that's really better than those guys that really deserves that spot, you know? I keep telling them.
Yeah. Because right here, because I see right here that Paul Levesque was just playing Santa Claus with everybody. He wanted to do the right. He goes, hey, I'm not Vince McMahon, but I'll give you a job. That's cool. But the question is this the guy that, this talent, male or female, is this the one that's going to be the future, the face of the company, and, you know, all that, you know?
Yeah.
After WrestleMania, the changes will begin. And it'll probably put Brian on the spot and say, do you have anything to say? Or the question is that we would say to Brian, as you were saying.
Yep.
That's the part I can't wait to say. If it goes our way, I'm going to say, as you were saying.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, bro, sending them back down to NXT is not going to do much. Like, sending them back down to NXT is not always going to help. And NXT is somewhat like the indie crowd, but the main roster, Raw and SmackDown, that crowd is more stricter than that crowd is more harder to get over than the indie crowd.
Yeah.
And
that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I really can't answer NXT because I don't watch it. I tell people I even tell Brian I can't answer you with NXT because I don't see it and I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
This is not the NXT that people expected, so
yeah.
I told him, I can't answer you about NXT. I don't care if you try to encourage me, but the answer is no. I'm not watching it. Ace, all of you, I'm not watching it.
Yeah. Like, bro, there's going to be releases. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And these people are not good enough to stay in WWE.
Yeah. And we said the 50-50 about WWE. The first 50 is, yes, WWE is the place to be because it's a good resume and one of the most top companies in the business. And the other 50 is, it's not for everybody. If they keep on trying to push you and it's not working, then it's not meant for you. Even though that your bookers, even Vince and Triple H are trying and it's not, and it's declining, yes, then it's not for you. So that's the 50-50 we mean about WWE.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't see it that way. Everybody's saying, oh, WWE is the best. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and
AEW down.
Yeah, and you need to understand that. And another thing is that, bro, you can't be nice. You can't always be nice. You're going to have to make unpopular decisions. That means, yeah, you're an asshole, but you got to be a great asshole, you know?
Yeah. And it's something that Jasmine Allura says on the interview. Wrestling is a business. The girl's 20, the talent is 23 years old, and she's seeing the light, how the wrestling business is working, how it's operating.
I'm older than her.
She is?
You hear me? I'm older than her.
Yeah. Yeah, she turned 23 already.
Yeah.
But the point that she got in that interview, she says that the wrestling is a business. So,
yeah.
if people see that realization, you better have a plan B when you get released from any wrestling company besides WWE.
Yeah. Bro.
They just don't understand that part, you know.
I know. And yeah, so I really want to know what's going to happen after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be so
because
interesting.
It's traditional.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, Miguel, that after WrestleMania, there's always that change. Besides Backlash, there's always the thing after WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
It's almost like a WrestleMania is like a Christmas, you know?
Yeah,
you know?
And that's what these guys don't understand. Like, you can't be nice and cater to these wrestlers. They're taking up space. Like, there's talent out there that deserves that spot better than they do.
Yep. And like you said, Austin Theory is happy that Vince McMahon is back because he knows that Vince is invested in him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how much Paul Levesque is invested in him, even though that he started with him in the NXT Black and Gold.
Yeah.
But now he's more invested in the higher power, like they used to be in the Attitude, the higher power. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is good, you know, for Theory. Come on, he even sold that stunner, dude.
Oh, that was
You
awesome.
were there.
Yeah, I was there watching it live. That was hilarious. So yeah, bro, a lot. Yeah, man, I just can't wait what's gonna happen after WrestleMania.
Yeah, so we'll look forward what the changes after WrestleMania is gonna be.
Oh, so
and the next topic is Dominic and Mysterio. What do you think of that one? The promos are improving for Dominic. At least there's no prison promos.
Not really. The storyline could have been done so differently.
What did you naturally wanted the storyline to be? Did you wanted the story to be, Miguel, have him cause a scene at the Hall of Fame, or how did you wanted that storyline to go? To consider Rey Mysterio to say, okay, you got a match at WrestleMania. How would you have booked that storyline?
Well, I wouldn't want it to interrupt the Hall of Fame because I want Rey to have a proper Hall of Fame thing.
Okay. Was this good yesterday with the way they did? Having Mysterio bringing his family and then having a way for him to change his mind? Remember how the way The Undertaker did it with Ric Flair?
And he did it with Kane.
You know, Undertaker went to the training center and he went after David Flair to make Ric Flair change his mind. Do you think something similar like that would have been okay?
No, because what is he gonna do? Attack his mom and his sister?
It made him change his mind, but I don't know. Was that the right way? You know, to make Mysterio change his mind? I mean, everybody's gonna protect their wife. Everybody's gonna protect their family. You know.
Of course, but again, honestly, I'm not really hyped for it because the storyline could have been a lot better. And we talked about it on here, that how I would have done the storyline from the beginning.
Yeah.
And plus,
did you hear the interview with Edge about how did he feel about the Judgment Day and how does he feel about it now?
No, I did not. But I do want to say this. What's going to happen to Dominic when the Judgment Day breaks up?
They're going to have to find something for him because I'm seeing, ever since this little Edge story, I'm feeling that the Judgment Day is falling. And I want it to fall.
Same.
Honestly, whoever made that decision, Edge was not supposed to be breaking up in the Judgment Day. Mm-hmm. And necessarily, you do not need to put new talents in the Judgment Day. Even Edge said himself that the Judgment Day was good as a trio. Him, Rhea, and Damian Priest. You didn't need to add Finn or Dominic on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he started seeing that it was not working for them, you know.
Yeah, and again, I would have done the storyline completely different. And plus, And I would have done some things to make the Judgment Day make even more sense. Like that's what they have not been doing with the Judgment Day. Like I would have booked to have Priest cut a promo and say he's the new leader, and I guess Finn is the leader.
Yeah.
Because remember that little promo battle between Edge and Finn Balor, and I guess they confirmed that Finn Balor's the leader, which was not a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, the Demon King is a babyface.
Yeah.
In general. I mean, if people don't know, if they have not seen him from NXT, you know, Black and Gold, the Demon King is a babyface. This is very interesting to make him a heel, you know?
Yeah.
Really.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't mind seeing the Demon King as a heel.
Yeah, I mean, I like the gimmick and everything.
Yeah.
But it's always been this monster, this character hero, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
now it's gonna be very interesting to see the Edge and the Brood. You know, that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
That's always been Edge's motto, to be a brood. You know.
And I just really can't wait what's gonna happen after WrestleMania and the day of WrestleMania.
I just want Judgment Day in general to close out because it was.
I have a feeling that they're not gonna close out at Mania.
Oh no, it's not. I do agree with you there. It's just gonna get a lot worse, you know. And honestly, I've been hearing that Edge's contract is expiring too, so he's gotta find a way to finish the story. And I don't know if WrestleMania will be his moment to finish the story and end the feud with Finn Balor. What do you think?
I don't know when that storyline. Maybe Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania Backlash. Who knows?
Because everybody considers that Hell in the Cell always ends everything.
Yeah.
So this hopefully might be the final story.
I hope so. Damn, bro, I don't know. I can't believe we had just a few more weeks.
And I hear that Brock Lesnar's gonna pull out too. Yep.
And I hope that they let Brock. I hope they put Omos over. It would be a good idea if they let Brock lose to Omos.
I think so because, you know, looking at Brock, he looks like he doesn't care, dude. He just wants to collect his money and get the hell out of there, dude.
Yeah. The thing they say he's got plenty of
money. It is bullshit what they're, you know what? It is bullshit what they're saying that Brock Lesnar doesn't have anything against Triple H or no, it is bullshit. Believe me.
Oh,
Brock Lesnar is a Vince McMahon guy.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, he doesn't feel too much about Paul Levesque.
Absolutely, I agree with you, and I'm pretty sure
he's only bending the knee.
The reason why Brock is leaving is because they're not putting the WWE title on him because they've done it way too much.
Yeah. So he's making enough money anyway, and he's gonna walk out with a lot of money. And he knows that having Paul Levesque in charge, it's not gonna work for him.
Yeah.
He'll listen more to Vince more than he'll listen to, you know, listen to Paul.
And probably on night one, I'm gonna wear this.
Hell yeah. And that's gonna be a good, like you said, that's gonna be a very good jump start, you know.
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna.
So
I got my United States title, and I got my John Cena shirt, the new one. Bro, I love this shirt. It's awesome.
This shirt, that's one of my favorite shirts.
Yeah, but you like my title, my United States title?
Yeah. Do you plan to get the spinner belt, Miguel, in the future or no?
Probably the WWE one. I don't know about the United States title one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I need to get a new leather for this. I need to get a whole new leather for this.
That's a good looking belt, dude, really.
Yeah. Are you ever going to get you one?
Yeah, look how nice. I'm planning to get a Universal one too. The Yellow Intercontinental Championship.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But I was hearing that if Cody wins, they say they might change the belt logos or something.
I heard that Triple H wants to bring back the big gold, and Cody wants to bring back the Wing Eagle title. You know how awesome that would be if Cody brings back the Wing Eagle title?
Oh, if he brought the IC belt back, you know, the Wing Eagle's good, you know.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. How much power they have or how cool Vince McMahon is letting this happen, because, you know.
Yeah, and I hate that.
I don't believe it.
I've been hating that piece of trash belt for years. The Universal title, it just has the logo on there.
Lazy on the way the belt's been, you know, been constructed.
Well,
And I feel that they want to retire the Universal belt, Miguel, and close it out with Roman and have nobody to win it. That way it can put itself over.
yeah, and what you call...
Do you think it's a good idea to give up the Universal belt if it makes it to the 1,000?
Probably. I won't be shocked at all.
Because I don't think Roman doesn't want anybody to break the records of that Universal belt.
Yeah.
He gave it too much importance for the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And like they said, Cody is not going to carry WWE if he wins. He's not going to carry the company.
Yeah, Brian think he will.
That's
but I don't think he will.
I don't think he can carry the company. No.
I don't think he's good enough.
He's got a long way for it.
Yep.
Remember the promo that Roman pulled at Raw? When they gave you Stardust, you ran away.
Oh, that
When
was
you went to another
awesome, bro.
company.
I forgot to mention that. Like, bro, when he said
ran
that,
away.
I was like, ooh. And Cody,
You ran away.
Cody did not come back from that at
April
all.
3rd?
Cody did not come
And
back from
April 3rd, you're going to run away.
that.
April 3rd, you're going to run away.
Bro, when he said that, I was like,
I love that promo.
same, I love it too. Like, when he said that, bro, I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit.
That promo is telling me that Roman is not done. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
He's not done. You know.
Yeah.
So, at the same time, we are not official if Roman's going to take time off. We haven't heard anything. So, whatever Ace or Brian are doing, they have no idea what it is.
Exactly.
They're still in this bubble. They're still in the bubble that Cody's going to take it all.
Yeah. Well, probably, no, not Ace, no. Brian, yes, but not Ace.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Between you and me, David can't stand either of those guys. He loves them, but he's skipping them.
Yeah.
Really, dude.
Well, the thing about what you call...
David's like you. David's like you, dude. He knows the wrestling very well, and he enjoys to talk to people like me, but he doesn't enjoy talking to them.
Yeah, because those
all I
guys
gotta
are
tell you
very...
right there.
Those guys are very argumentative and debatable. And go out there, I'm pretty sure him and I will get along really well.
Yeah, and Jimmy too, including JWO, the same thing. But they don't want to talk or anything with them to do with them. They like them, but
I mean,
when it comes to those predicaments,
yeah.
they don't want any part of it. You know.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Don't take it personal, guys, but.
Yeah, but
You want to argue? You know what? Let's send them to JD from New York. I will enjoy watching those two guys go at it.
oh my god.
Let's put them up with JD from New York.
And I'm pretty sure JD from New York is probably going to lose a debate and say, oh, well, these guys are going to beat me clean. And he's probably going to block them. JD from New York is probably going to block Brian and Ace. Ace,
That'll be true.
I never talked to Ace, but the only time that I ever had a conversation with him was during that Eddie Guerrero debate. That debate about The Rock and Stone Cold being better than Eddie Guerrero, that's the only thing I ever had to talk with him about.
Yeah. He's been laying low. I've been seeing that, so.
Yeah, and Brian, him and I have been back and forth a few times. Yeah, so Brian thinks it's all creative's fault that some wrestlers aren't getting pushed, but at the end of the day, people are responsible for their own actions, You can't always blame creative.
And then the thing is, I would not even be surprised if Charlotte will main event WrestleMania because of Rhea Ripley being the Royal Rumble winner. And if they don't understand Charlotte and Rhea are gonna politic their way in to make sure they stay in that main event spot.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen because I think the confirmed for night 1 is gonna be the Usos versus Owens and Sammy, and night 2.
Yeah, they'll probably be in the middle of the main event. Do you think so? The middle of it? Because it's starting with John Cena, in theory, and then you have the Usos and Kevin Owens in the middle, and then Charlotte main eventing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it works out like that?
No, I would have done
Cena, the Usos, and then Charlotte.
I would have done it like this. I would have made Charlotte and Rhea right before Cody and Roman. That's how I would have done it.
I wouldn't mind if it was first, but since they're politicking their way in, it's guaranteed that Charlotte will definitely main event.
Yep.
Not only for her being a player, but for her right now talking in the behalf of Rhea Ripley that she's the Royal Rumble winner, and the Royal Rumble winner is going to be the main eventer. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Which is not necessarily that way, but they're going to politic their way on it because of their gender, their last name,
and the feminist bullcrap,
and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was telling everybody, don't be surprised if that would be the main event.
Nope.
Because they are the Royal Rumble winners, their gender, and a bit of all of the above, guys. So
yeah,
get pissed all you want.
Exactly. You can get pissed all you want. And yeah, man, I really am very invested and interested in what's going to happen at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And
so,
you know who I think should have...
You know
who I think should take the belt off Roman, though? Except besides Cody? And Roman's never fought this guy before. Bobby Lashley.
Which one?
Bobby Lashley.
Oh, yeah. And he never defeated him. Remember? Yeah. He never defeated him. Only Lashley holds one victory over Roman in that SummerSlam.
Yep. I want to see Bobby Lashley versus Roman for the belts instead of Cody.
Yeah, because Bobby Lashley and Bray Wyatt's not happening. Yep. And I think that's good news for Bobby Lashley.
Yep. And that's also good news for Bray Wyatt.
Oh, yeah. But the problem is I've been hearing that Bray Wyatt's still having backstage issues, that he really is not a simple guy to be pleased, or
I heard that
he gets his way or something like that. What'd you hear so far about that, Miguel?
I heard that's why Vince released him in the first place. They said that's why Vince released him, because he was being so hard to work with. But what you call, I'm hearing stuff about that now, and I'm pretty sure Vince was like this to Triple H. See there, I told you not to bring him back. I told you that that I had issues with him in the back.
Yep.
Because Vince McMahon accused him of that.
I would not be surprised if that's a backstage issue. I just feel like whatever the emergency issues are having, they're more like an excuse.
Yeah.
You know, because somebody on Twitter saw him hanging around with some guy drinking coffee, dude. It's like, then what the fuck is that, dude? Then who the hell's right?
Yeah.
I mean, at least Meltzer didn't say anything like that because he still wasn't too sure what the hell was happening. You know, no one told him anything.
Yeah. Karrion Kross. I'm disappointed that he's not on the card.
You know what? I feel like the OC wants to get the hell out of there too.
Gallows.
And I don't blame him. Yeah,
bro,
Anderson and Gallows.
They haven't been used in a while. Ever since AJ Styles got injured, they haven't been using them at all.
That's why I felt when I saw them coming back to WWE, it's like, no, guys, don't go back.
I thought it was good.
I'm sorry, Miguel.
To be honest with you, I thought it was a good idea. I thought Triple H was actually going to use them right. Because they needed a tag team division, so I was like...
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either, but sometimes I hate being right that something's not really happening.
I get what you're saying. I mean... It's just that their mouthpiece, AJ Styles, is injured. And it's not their fault that AJ Styles is injured, you know? I mean, their mouthpiece is... Wait, I wonder, are they even in the game, 2K23? I'm going to check right after this match. Right now, I'm Karrion Kross,
no, because
and I'm fighting
really
Ricochet.
There. That's a good question. I mean, AJ for sure is in it.
Yeah,
you know,
AJ
I mean, he's
sure
been in WWE for long.
And Mia Yim.
Here's one thing. here's one thing I read, Miguel. I hear AJ Styles, Kofi Kingston, and The Miz, and Mysterio. These guys' contracts are expiring on 2024.
I did hear about that.
I feel like now 5 years ago, when they signed, 5 years ago they said that their contracts are going to expire on 2024.
Yeah.
I hope they live up to what they say, because for Ray, there's a reason why they're giving him the Hall of Fame, just exactly how they did it with Ric Flair, remember?
Yeah.
But it took Shawn Michaels to make a story and end the match.
Yep.
But I don't know how Ray is gonna wrap it out.
Yep, you're right.
The Miz, I do believe 100% he does want to retire and move forward.
Yeah.
Because for him, guest hosting show number 1 and 2, that's telling him that, I don't know, I think he got too happy that he went over saying that he's the Grand Slam champion, which is true.
Yeah.
I just feel like he doesn't want to do that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Now,
I did hear
I don't know about
rumors
Kofi.
about Kofi, AJ, and The Miz and Ray being done with WWE. I mean, it's gonna suck without him. It really is. But, well, at the same
But unfortunately,
time,
they got nothing to
that's
prove,
good.
you know?
That's good. That's good that they're gonna retire because they have nothing else left to prove. Because all 4 of those guys
And they were WWE champions.
had great careers, and that opens up the door for Braun Breaker to get pushed better. Think about that. Like,
Yeah.
guys that are coming from
Yeah.
NXT. I know you don't watch today's NXT, but at least they got some talent. I will say that. And Braun Breaker has always been my favorite
Yeah, don't
guy.
get me wrong.
And I think most likely, Braun
Yeah.
Breaker has a better chance of getting pushed with those guys being gone.
Oh yeah, I do agree with that.
And
I hope
and if they're
whatever the booking that these guys get, I hope they do end it well.
Yeah, and if they're gonna retire, I hope they have Braun Breaker beat all of them in a one-on-one match. That would build Braun Breaker up. I know you don't like today's NXT, bro, but you're gonna like Braun Breaker.
Oh yeah, I believe you more with Braun Breaker normally because he's a Steiner,
Yeah, he looks.
and you know
great.
he's trained with Seth,
He looks
you
like
know.
a star.
And the Steiners, you know that the Steiners are very good amateur wrestlers. You know, if I would have rewinded like maybe 20 years ago, he would have had good matches with Kurt Angle,
Yeah,
with Shelton, you know,
Absolutely.
Chad Gable, or Brock Lesnar for that matter.
Brock Lesnar, and he would have had good matches with Eddie Guerrero too.
Or Jack Swagger.
Yeah, and think about it. Braun Breaker, he can talk, he can wrestle.
Yeah.
He looks great. He looks like $1 million.
Do you think he'll make after WrestleMania appearance, like a Raw appearance? You think after WrestleMania?
Probably, because there were rumors that they're going to bring Cameron Grimes and Braun Breaker up to the main roster. Cameron Grimes is somewhat entertaining.
Wait, is he currently the champion, Miguel?
Who,
Braun Breaker?
Yeah, he's currently the NXT champion.
Now, are they talking about that he may lose this belt and then hit the main roster?
Yes.
And what'd you hear so far?
Yes, they did say that. They said he's going to lose to Carmelo Hayes.
I just can't wait to see that little Raw debut or SmackDown, wherever they put him. What do you prefer,
I hope they
Raw or
put him on
SmackDown for him?
Raw. They should put him on Raw. SmackDown has way too many talent.
That makes sense.
And don't fucking book him to lose to freaking Cody Rhodes.
Oh, no, you
And to
cannot.
put Braun Breaker over, have him feud with somebody like The Miz or AJ
Yeah.
Styles or who else could Braun Breaker feud with that could put him over? Like, bro, I would be invested in Braun Breaker in a heartbeat.
Xavier can fight. Xavier can hang.
Xavier? Yeah, but he's
You
not
know,
a
for
big-
Xavier, this is the time for him to start fighting because the New Day is injured. You know that.
True, but at the same time,
And I don't know how clear Big E's been, and we already know about Kofi. This is a time that Xavier should start really shining in, man, because obviously you know that Xavier was always like the cheerleader and the mouthpiece for New Day.
yeah, and
You know, he he really should step his game. He's not even that old, you know that.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna stick out Kofi and Big E. So the fans really called him out on that.
Because he was just a cheerleader.
Yeah, and
I think a lot of people get it. He was just a cheerleader, a mouthpiece.
I mean, he did win the tag titles with both Big E and Kofi. He did do that. So I'm not gonna say his part in the New Day was not worthy. It was. I'll be lying if I said that.
But he was successful.
Yeah.
As a New Day, as a tag team champion.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if WWE would have had trios champions, they probably would have been very over as trios, you know?
Oh, absolutely, but they don't have enough tag teams to do that. But
yeah,
and that's really gonna. This is really, and I love having these talks with you, bro, because and I like doing it on this channel as well. And I always rewatch these lives. I hope you rewatch these lives sometimes, because we sometimes gotta watch out what we say.
Oh yeah, because the one you send me, yeah. Even at my lunchtime, I definitely get a chance to definitely review these too.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you talk to David or Jimmy or myself, they would enjoy talking to you the way we talk, but not with the rest of the guys. No offense, but
Jimmy,
you're gonna do. Here's the thing. If you're gonna do a podcast to run this promotion, you really got to know your wrestling very well, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Really.
Without a doubt.
I want to do one because I'm not really 100% in wrestling, but still, you got to know what you're up against.
Yeah.
You know, to know your wrestling.
And one day I want to do reaction videos with you.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind definitely challenging that part, you know.
Yeah, and it's going to be hilarious. Yeah, and what you call, and I just gotta... Go ahead,
go ahead. Here's another disappointment that disappointed me today, which I got informed. Andre the Giant Battle Royal is going to continue SmackDown. How do you feel about that?
Stupid. No, I want everybody on the WrestleMania card. No, I don't want a freaking to be on SmackDown.
SmackDown, yeah.
And by the way,
I'm disappointed again.
Yeah, and by the way, I know we were talking about Braun Breaker. You know who else that could put him over? You know who else that I think that you should actually let him win against?
Who?
You can have him beat Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest.
They had a good fight. He would have a good fight with Damian Priest.
Who else? I'm looking at the roster here. Oh wait, let me check if Gallows and Anderson is in the game.
How about Johnny Gargano would be good, right?
Now you guess. I mean, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are not in this game, and they came back way before they started programming.
They just really got here. You know that.
But when did they get here? December, right?
Bronson Breed, you know what? Braun Breaker can have a good match with Bronson Breed because you have, Braun Breaker as the powerhouse against a monster.
Yeah, and
it's called a test of strength.
Yeah, and Braun Breaker can definitely.
I will call that match. That feud is called a test of strength. It's almost like Dino Bravo going against the Earthquake. Test of strength.
Yep. Yeah, and
I would book that match.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Absolutely.
Or it's almost like Hercules went against King Kong Bundy. Like a test of strength, they call it, Because, you got Hercules that was that muscle guy, and then King Kong Bundy that was like your monster heel, or somebody like Vader,
Yeah, that's what they did with Hulk Hogan and Vader. That's what they did with Sting and Vader. That's what they did with with King Kong Bundy and Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan,
it's something with
Andre the Giant, Brock Lesnar versus Big Show. Who else? The Rock versus the Big Show, and Undertaker, Kane.
Yeah. It's something what Gorilla Monsoon would say. Oh, Hercules and the Earthquake, a test of strength, or Dino Bravo and Tugboat. There's a test of strength.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I like the
and I think Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed would be a test of strength because. Braun Breaker can pick these people up. He's going to pick up Bronson Breed,
Absolutely. And, hey, did you ever see his match on NXT? Oh, wait, never mind. You don't watch that NXT. I was gonna say that him and Walter.
No, I really can't ask you.
Yeah, him and Walter had a good match on NXT one time. It was actually a really good match.
Was this the UK NXT you were talking about?
No, the actual
or the regular NXT
here in Orlando. It was Braun Breaker versus Walter.
Oh, okay.
It was a good match.
Was that what do you call it? A stand and deliver pay-per-view or?
No, it was just a. It was just
a
on,
regular NXT.
No, it was just on free TV.
Oh, I thought it was like stand and deliver or.
No, it was on.
Or any of those
TV.
pay-per-views.
Yeah, it was on free TV. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so they better not let Braun Breaker ever lose to Cody Rhodes.
Vince is invested in him. Probably that's one of the reasons why he gave him a trademark called, Braun Breaker instead of giving him a Steiner.
Yeah. I hope Vince.
So Vince McMahon can call.
Yeah. Like, he's probably saying this. Damn, he's made up money. That's what he'll say when he sees a.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because Vince likes buff
He
guys.
has a hard on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Vince likes buff guys. And then because I remember when Paul Heyman said that when he first saw Brock Lesnar back in 2002, he said, "Damn, this guy's made up money."
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he says the same about Braun Breaker.
You know what I thought, Miguel? I thought he was gonna feel the same thing with EC3, the way when EC3 came back.
Yeah.
But they say that Vince forgot about that EC3 was there.
Yeah.
He just released him like nothing.
Yeah. That was crazy. Wait, is Vince that old and forgot his own memory, or I don't know?
Yeah, they say that he forgot all about EC3. They even rehired him and everything,
And
but I felt that when EC3 was in NXT, I think he got pulled out of NXT too soon to go to the main roster.
Agreed.
I thought he did probably even stay there for about a year.
Yeah, I agree with you. And he should have won the NXT title. And you know who probably would have done. You know who he probably would have done better than? He probably would have done way better than Adam Cole.
Oh yeah.
I like Adam Cole.
But the whole NXT,
Yeah, I like Adam Cole, but I think EC3 could be a better NXT champion than Adam Cole. Because you know how Adam Cole was an NXT champion for a good while? I think that spot should have belonged to, what's his name? Then it should have belonged to EC3 instead of Adam Cole.
Yeah. Like I said, dude, they just pulled the chain on him too soon. They should have kept him for another year or two. Then the next, EC3 would have been well built. All you had him doing is chasing the 24/7 belt and Andre the Giant Battle Royals. That's the far as he went. And getting share shots against Seth Rollins, being a special referee, and then supposedly beating Dean Ambrose in a roll-up match. And that was about it.
That. Yeah,
that's all you gave EC3, dude.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, really? They're gonna let? I hope Triple H brings him back. He's actually talented.
Hey, he had to do his own narrative. Remember that.
Yep. Yep. I really hope they bring him back instead of. Well, right now he's having too much fun in NWA.
Oh yeah, he likes Corgan, dude. Him, Sandel. I think what they want to do, they want to take the belt away from Bodis Clay,
Yeah.
Because they feel like he's not really moving the needle there,
I did hear a lot of people saying that they didn't like Tyrus, aka Brodus Clay, as champion. I did hear something about that, but I don't know what Corgan was thinking. I mean, I guess trying it on him wasn't a bad idea because remember, Tyrus is a whole different gimmick than WWE, than Brodus Clay.
Yeah, because as tight as I think it makes him be himself, he's not going to be dancing and saying, somebody call my mama. Yeah. He kind of probably didn't even like that gimmick. That gimmick was kind of like forcing him,
Yeah.
Having Naomi and Cameron was the only thing that put him over because they were only watching these girls,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I couldn't even watch Brodus Clay because Cameron and Naomi are so damn fine. That whole entrance was all about Naomi and
yeah, it was never about him.
Yeah.
He would, the thing is, I think over there, Brodus Clay was just considered the huggable fat teddy bear. So they made a joke out of it.
Yeah. Wait, what?
And honestly, I disagreed with the match, and I hated it when he defeated Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble and using Drew as a handsman. Do you remember that one?
Was it the time when Drew was part of 3MB?
I think it was before that. And I think if they made him to lose against Brodus Clay, I think they were punishing Drew right there.
Yeah.
And they were just trying to make it as a joke.
Bro, when Drew McIntyre first came into the WWE back in 2009 or 7 around there, bro, I really thought he was going to be a future. Well, he eventually became the future. It's just that when they paired him up with 3MB, I was like, oh my god, it's over. It's really over for Drew.
Yeah.
But after he got released, he went to Impact and reinvented his whole entire self. And what you call?
WWE and he went back to NXT, remember? He did good in NXT.
Yes, and I loved his NXT run.
Oh, yeah, he did so well in NXT, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I still am invested in Drew, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
And,
I love Drew McIntyre.
What was that other was going to say? Yeah. Well, if you notice, Vince McMahon, when he sees the big guys like Brodus Clay and Mark Henry, he used those guys as danceable, huggable teddy bears.
Yeah, that's what he did.
He did it with Brodus Clay, Mark Henry, Big Daddy V,
well,
the Oddities, remember that?
You mean Viscera?
And
as Big
Khalid.
Daddy V, he was a mean ass as Big Daddy V and King Mabel.
Oh, yeah. And let's not forget the one-man gang, Hakeem.
Yeah.
Using him as a dancing African dancer, which is, I think it kind of offended everybody from there, dude.
Well,
it offended
it didn't offend
John Atlas that used to stop a Simba.
Yeah, it didn't offend anybody back in the day, but it didn't start offending people until this generation of this world that we're living in right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But there were two people that, God rest their soul, didn't let themselves to be as a joke. King Kong Bundy and Vin Van Vader, dude.
Yeah.
They never let themselves for Vince to use them as a joke.
Yeah.
They just wanted to be these powerhouse monster heels, and they became that.
Yeah.
They never let themselves to become jokes, dude.
WCW booked Vader way better. They really made Vader that monster heel. And plus, I applaud WCW for booking Vader right.
Oh yeah, dude. Vader even started acting like he was like a cruiserweight, doing all those 360s, man.
Yeah, and all his matches were great in WCW. I love watching all his matches. WCW. I mean, the only match in the WWF that he ever had that was good was against Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam, where Shawn Michaels shooted on him on live pay-per-view. Remember that?
Well, and honestly, remember, Jim Cornette was his mouthpiece, you know?
Yes, he was. Well, Harley Race was his mouthpiece.
He was responsible. And not only that, remember, he was responsible of putting Yokozuna out of commission.
Oh, yeah.
Which Yokozuna stole the maneuver. Remember that. It was in a Raw moment.
Yep, that was awesome. And what you call that really put him over when he beat Yokozuna like that. That really did put him over.
Yeah. Because honestly, watching Yokozuna as a babyface, it looked like it did not work out for him.
No, it didn't.
He was more like a sumo wrestler heel with a mouthpiece and him not talking at all, just saying the word bonsai.
Yeah.
But when he turned babyface, he sucked at promos, man.
I have never seen his babyface run. Never. Like, I'm gonna check it out one day.
Check him out.
Yeah.
You would not like it. You wouldn't disagree with it.
I don't think I'm.
Check out any clips that you would see in the. Check it more in the Generation era.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to end this stream.
Or
people.
Or
so
WrestleMania. Or WrestleMania. I think it was WrestleMania. I think WrestleMania 11. Remember the six-man tag? Ahmed Johnson, Jake the Snake, and Yokozuna taking on Owen the Bulldog.
WrestleMania 12.
Invader.
I know what you're talking about.
WrestleMania 10, right?
No, it was WrestleMania 12. I know what you're talking about. That was a good match. That six-man tag.
Oh, yeah. And remember, yeah, and if Yokozuna would have won, Yokozuna's team would have won, he would have gone against Jim Cornette in 5 minutes, which it didn't happen.
Yeah. But Jose, we're going to have to call it a night, and we'll definitely talk tomorrow because there's some other topics that I want to go over. But for everybody that's
see if I can come up with something too.
Yeah, and there's some, for the people that's watching this live stream, I appreciate you for coming on here. And I really hope you enjoy this video. If you want some more wrestle talk or any other sports talk whatsoever, this is the channel for you.